going deep on something kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The whole idea of discomfort and growth, like how are they connected? You sent over some pretty fascinating research on this.
Right.
And honestly, I got to admit, it's a bit unsettling,
Yeah.
but also super intriguing.
Absolutely.
I'm really curious to hear your take on it, especially how it connects to like your own life.
Yeah. Yeah. It is fascinating, isn't it? It's
Well-
like our natural instinct is to like run from discomfort, right?
Like,
Avoid it at all costs.
totally.
But what if like leaning into it,
Right.
what if that's actually the secret, the key to, unlocking our potential?
Okay. All right. I am all ears.
Okay.
One of the first things that really jumped out at me from those articles you sent over
Yeah.
was this question like, how does discomfort actually lead to growth?
Right.
Because it seems kind of counterintuitive,
It does.
right? Like, shouldn't we be searching for comfort and ease
Yeah.
if we want to thrive?
Yeah, it seems that way, right? Like logically, but think
Yeah.
about it. Like by comfort, a lot of times it leads to stagnation.
Oh, interesting.
We get complacent.
Yeah.
We stop pushing ourselves.
Right.
And ultimately,
Yeah.
we stop growing.
We just kind of plateau.
Totally, yeah. We plateau.
Yeah.
But discomfort shakes things up.
Okay.
It forces us to adapt, to learn new things.
Right.
So we can navigate those like uncomfortable situations,
It's like that saying, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Right.
Exactly.
But how does that actually like translate into real tangible growth?
Right. Well, that study you sent,
Yeah.
the one that looked at people who like intentionally exposed themselves to moderate stress,
Oh, yeah.
like public speaking or taking on like really challenging projects.
Yeah.
So it turns out those people, they actually ended up performing better under pressure later on in their jobs.
Wow.
It was almost like they like built up this tolerance for discomfort.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So those uncomfortable experiences, they kind of acted like what, a training ground?
Exactly. Yeah. Like a training ground.
It reminds me of this one time
Yeah,
I had to give this presentation
Uh,
to a massive crowd, like huge.
oh, wow.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
But afterward, oh man, I felt this like incredible sense of accomplishment,
Yeah.
and my confidence, it just like soared.
Exactly. That's a perfect example
Yeah.
of discomfort leading to growth.
Okay.
By pushing through that fear, you gained valuable experience, you built resilience,
Right.
and ultimately, you expanded your comfort zone.
Okay, so maybe discomfort isn't something to just like avoid at all costs.
Right.
But wouldn't too much discomfort be like paralyzing?
Yeah.
Where's the line between like good discomfort and bad discomfort?
That's a great question, and that's where the idea of optimal anxiety comes in,
Oh,
One of the articles you shared, it talked about this, the
Yeah.
idea that a little bit of discomfort, it's actually what keeps us motivated and moving forward,
Oh,
It's that feeling that pushes us to step outside of our comfort zones
Mhm.
and strive for something more,
right.
but too much.
Yeah.
And we can get overwhelmed and just completely shut down.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, that edge of discomfort
Yeah.
where we're challenged but not totally overwhelmed.
Exactly.
But how do we know when we've found it?
It's different for everyone,
Yeah.
It's about being in tune with yourself.
Okay.
Recognizing the difference between discomfort that feels motivating
Right.
and discomfort that feels debilitating.
Gotcha. So if I'm hearing you right,
Yeah.
the takeaway here is if you're feeling uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually a good thing.
Exactly.
It means you're on the verge of something big.
Precisely.
I like that.
Yeah. Now I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
What area of your life
Mm-hmm.
are you like avoiding out of discomfort?
Oh.
And could leaning into that discomfort unlock a whole new level of growth for you?
That is a great question, something for everyone to think about.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
And to all of you listening, we'll see you next